called a pre-flight check. We have a checklist, and in that checklist it tells us everything we have to check. First thing we do, we get up in the cockpit, make certain all the switches are right, and then we come back down. There's a ladder up there. We come back down on the ground, we take the checklist, and we start the inspection. The inspection starts right here at the radome, and this is the angle of attack indicator, right? A very important instrument right here. We make certain that that hasn't been banged off. And then we just walk around the airplane, checking the checklist. It usually takes about 15 or 20 minutes. And part of the checklist is also checking the ordnance and the missiles. And it takes about 15, 20 minutes to check the whole airplane. But once it's checked over, then you're ready to get back in the cockpit. And usually the crew chief walks around with you when you're doing the pre-flight. And then we get after the flight, we come back, we go around the airplane again to check for battle damage or make certain everything's all right with the airplane. So you spend a lot of time looking at this airplane from outside to make certain everything is properly rigged. Start off checking up in the intake, make certain there's no rags or anything on the inside of the airplane, and general condition of the airplane. We always look at all the panels, make certain everything is secured. And the bombs, of course, hang underneath the airplane, and the missiles. So you check those as you walk by here. It's the general condition of the airplane. This wing tip is always down. It's never up. This is a Navy concoction, helps you park the airplanes on the aircraft carrier. We never had these up. We always left them down, extended. But this is a Navy thing for parking them on aircraft carriers. Just check for loose panels, rivets, just general condition of the airplane. Horizontal stabilizer. There are over 4,500 of these airplanes were built. They're still using them around the world today. Well, you check the afterburner, make certain all the segments are okay. Engines look good, turbines. The tail hook is all the way up to here, the lock up here. It's all the way up. It's a very valuable piece of equipment right here.
When you look at the afterburners, what are you looking for?
You're looking for these segments, afterburner segments. So you've got things that expand. This thing here, it's got a hydraulic system that makes this expand. You just check it for just leaks and general condition. The crew chief's already done this. The crew chief checklist is much more extensive than the pilot's, and he's already done it once. So what you're doing, you're backing up what the crew chief's done. The drag chute is back here. And then do the same thing on this side. You're checking the afterburner and the segments, panels, just general condition.
Did you ever catch something wrong?
Oh yeah, I always find a little, once in a while you'd find a screw loose or something, but normally you never found anything wrong because the crew chief was so methodical, was so conscientious that normally you'd never find anything wrong at all. But you still would check. It's part of the requirement. There's no choice, but you have to do a good pre-flight on the airplane. And it also gives you confidence that the airplane's ready to fly. So,
Would you jump in this thing right now if it was ready to go and fly her?
I could fly it right in a heartbeat. You'd never forget how to fly an airplane like this.
Yeah, let's see what one does. That'd be good.
And then once again on this side, you check up in the intake and check the tires, make certain they're all right. Normally there's 2 nose gear tires and struts. This airplane just sitting here with no engines weighs 24,000 pounds. without the engine. So it's a heavy airplane. And after you fly it, after you've flown it, you landed, you checked over the airplane, you sit there and you pat it and say, "Thank you, gal, for a good ride." I always say thank you.
So this actual plane was flown in Vietnam?
Yes, I flew this airplane
You flew this airplane?
in Vietnam.
Oh my goodness. Isn't that the coolest thing?
And then, after the war in Vietnam, they moved the airplane to England,
Uh-huh.
and I was stationed at the same fighter wing, and I flew the airplane on England,
No way. This exact plane?
this exact airplane.
Meant to be.
It surely was. Can I get a picture of you in front of the airplane right now?
Of course,
Just in
of
this
course.
area. I just saw my cell phone and then over me.
I've had an interesting career.
Very, very much so. Great life, I can imagine, you know? What's the
Still,
thing that you're proudest of?
my parachute jump from 20 miles back in 1960.
In 1960. Did you set off doing it as a world record, or did
No.
it just kind of happen?
No, it was an Air Force research project.
Uh-huh.
It was a research project. Had nothing to do with setting a record.
Really?
Yep. But it was a record that lasted for 52 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty phenomenal. And then I read that you've done some other pretty interesting things.
Oh, I have.
Yeah. Very nice. So where do you currently reside? In Florida?
In Orlando.
In Orlando. Okay.
And that's where this airplane's going.
Yeah, okay. Well, what a blessing, absolutely. And so it just happened to be that you got paired up with this airplane.
Yeah, it was just fate.
It's just fate. It
Fate.
really is, just fate. That's exactly what it is. One of our staff photographers just came out and he's going to take some pictures as well.
Oh, good.
Yes, his name is Jeremy. Very nice gentleman. Well, I don't want to hold you up from anything.
Okay,
if you're doing
thanks
You're
again.
very welcome.
Pick the fuselage up, walk it away from it, put that on my trailer. And then the wing is going to go on another trailer.
And the vertical stabilizer, there's no problem on that?
No, it stays. Yeah, see, because the aircraft will be shipped at
Yeah.
in an attitude of about like that. Just about like that.
That C-130, are you moving that C-130?
I'm hoping to.
That's a big airplane.
An XC-99 is a big airplane.
Oh, yeah. Well,
A
That's there,
B-36,
too.
That's a big airplane.
that 97 is there at Lackland, isn't it?
No, we moved that up to Wright Pat.
Really?
Yeah, 13 C5 loads.
Good.
13. It's a lot of C5.
Wow.
Yeah, it was quite a monumental move.
Wow.
Took a long time to do that. But now the 130, we've moved it down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took that out of Wichita Falls here. Oh, I don't know, maybe 7-8 years ago, and it was used as a trainer. But then we brought another one in, full up C-130. So they're getting rid of that one. That's going up to the Air Guard in Salina, the Army Guard.
On display?
No, as a trainer.
How many days will it take you to get down there?
I'm gonna give it 3, just to be safe.
Can't drill it?
See if you can get the drill on her now. Yeah. We'll give it 3 days, just to be safe. Ryan, you good to go there, bud?